Charlie Stayt and Naga Munchetty were back on Saturday to present the latest news headlines on BBC Breakfast. However, things soon took a turn when Charlie spoke with Rail Delivery Group Chair, Steve Montgomery, who joined the show to discuss the further rail strikes. Ahead of the weekend, it was warned there would be another railway strike as disputes regarding pay and working conditions continued. Staff from 9 companies including Southeastern, London Overground and Greater Anglia had walked out to strike, with unions calling for their wages to rise in line with the cost of living. Rail funders announced they could only fund a rise through reform. To discuss this further, Steve from the Rail Delivery Group appeared on The Breakfast Show. As Steve stood in front of an unusually empty Euston station, he began to be grilled by a fiery Charlie who wanted answers about the strikes. After Steve warned passengers to check before they travel, Charlie asked, "Why can't the train rail companies came to an agreement with the unions? What is the problem?" Steve hit back, "The issue is, as we've said all along, the industry has received £16 billion of taxpayers' subsidiaries through the pandemic to keep it operating. Albeit revenue has grown back up to be 80% of what pre-pandemic levels are, we'll still get % of the costs, so we want to give our staff a pay increase, of course we do. What we're trying to do is work with the trade unions to try and look at areas of reform and modernization of the railway, so we can provide a better service for customers through it all." He added, "And make the industry more self-sufficient, so we don't need to keep taking more taxpayers' money that's needed in other areas." After Steve revealed bosses have not been able to talk in detail with the unions, Charlie fired back, "That sounds really irresponsible." Defending his reasons why, Steve replied, "We have been trying to talk, we had talked previously a number of months ago." Despite his explanations, viewers weren't satisfied and took to Twitter to share their thoughts. At Cosmos 2005 stated, "Give the train workers the same pay rise as the directors have got. Would probably solve virtually every pay dispute." Sick, a second viewer at Jenny Wackett added, "Anyone else get the feeling Steve Montgomery, Rail Delivery Group is not on the side of the train drivers? Seems everyone else has had their cut though." Sick, siding with the strikers, at Kells tweeted, "Union are correct in their actions, you're lucky they chose a weekend and not another weekday," while others slammed Charlie for his line of questioning, including at David Lambert, who said, "Charlie, why are you so rude and bone ignorant when you interview?" At Chris Solemn stated, "Yet again presenters are siding with the train companies instead of the striking workers." Sick, the viewer added, "Solidarity to the workers striking for fair pay rises and working conditions." BBC Breakfast airs weekdays at 6 a.m. on BBC One.